It is the Manfreds. The Manfreds, actually, they consist of 5 original members from the 60s chart-topping band Mannfred Mann, who produced such hits as, of course, we all know, Doo-Wah Diddy and Pretty Flamingo. The Manfreds include original Manfred Mann lead singers like Mike Darbo and Paul Jones. They're currently touring New Zealand, and we're pleased to be able to bring you the Manfreds this morning. Here's Paul and Mike.
Just like a woman, she makes love just like a woman. Yes, she does, she fakes just like a woman, but she breaks just like a little girl. Nobody feels any pain tonight as I stand inside the rain. Everybody knows baby's got new club woes, but lately I see her ribbons and her bows, why they've fallen from her curls. Oh, she takes just like a woman. Yes, she does, she makes love just like a woman. I said she fakes just like a woman, but she breaks just like a little girl. On our block, all of the guys call her Flamingo, 'cause her hair glows like the sun and her eyes can light the skies. When she walks, she moves so fine, like a flamingo. Crimson dress that clings so tight, she's out of reach, man, she's out of sight. When she walks by, she brightens up the neighborhood. Oh, every guy would make her his if only he just could, if she just would. Some sweet day I'll make her mine, that pretty flamingo. Then every one of you guys is gonna envy me, 'cause paradise, you know, is where I'll be. All right. Sha-la-la, la-la-la-la, pretty flamingo. Someday I'm gonna make her my girl. Sha-la-la, la-la-la-la, pretty flamingo. Yes, I will, I'll make her mine. Sha-la-la, la-la-la-la.
Thank you very much indeed. The Manfreds, well, 2 of the 5 band members, they're just making their way over here. That was Paul Jones and Mike Darbo. They'll be joining me in a sec. If you're interested in catching the Manfreds, they're on tomorrow night, performing tomorrow night in Auckland. And then on the 6th and the 7th, they'll be in Hastings. Then they're going to Australia, then they're going to come back. So on the 20th, they're going to be in Otago. They're going to be playing at the Otago Super 12 match at Carisbrook. So that's pretty good going, isn't it? The Manfreds. So you'll be able to catch them if you want. Just keep an eye on your paper for details. Welcoming now, Paul Jones and Mike Darbo.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. That was a quick change. How are you? Welcome.
Hello, Mary.
How are you?
Not bad at all, considering it's still a bit early in the morning.
Oh, so that's why only 2 of you. Where are the other 3?
Actually, we were going to tell you they were in bed asleep, but we think they might be sightseeing.
Sightseeing. So the sun is shining outside, is it? And
What's a lovely
Well, it was when we came in the building.
yes. Now, whereabouts are you staying? You're not inflicted by these power cuts or anything, are you?
It's a wonderful
so far,
hotel.
there's plenty of power for the workmen to operate the drills and the electric hammers in the room. No, it's great. It's very nice.
Had you heard about the power cut before you came?
Yes, As a matter of fact, we were on tour. Well, some of us in this band are in another band, and we were touring right up until the day before we left. And I came in the dressing room one day last week, and they were talking about it. And they were saying, you know, guys, could be good. This could be really interesting. The acoustic set, you know, wherever we go.
Oh, it's so embarrassing.
Unplugged.
It is embarrassing. But I'm glad you're here, and you know that we're really not the backwater that I assume lots of people think we are
Certainly
in other
not.
parts of the country. Thank you. Now, I don't want to dwell on this, but Blinded by the Light is one of my favourite songs of all time. Who sang it?
We don't know anything about that. See, this group broke up in 1969, and one of its members, whose name happened to be Manfred, went away and formed another band. But I think that was about 4 years later, wasn't it? About
72, he formed
yeah.
Manfred Mann's Earth Band.
And they were Blinded by the Light.
And they were like 70s, and they're still together, in fact, today, I believe.
Yes.
We are the Manfreds,
Yeah.
5 original members from the 60s band Manfred Mann, and we stopped in 1969.
Yes.
And for those who don't know, Paul sang on all the early hits, 63 to 66, and I took over when he left in 66. And those 2 songs, we played a little segue for you. Just Like a Woman was my first release after you'd left, and he'd come off a #1 record, Pretty Flamingo, which we ended with.
In fact, talking of top hits, 17, 18 around there, aren't you?
Round about that number, yes.
Yes, can you name them?
Well, no, we can't name them.
Yes,
Too
it just
many to
takes so
name.
long,
we
it takes so
could, but who
long.
cares, you know? But it started with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it finished with Ragamuffin Man.
That was the final one.
But it's when we do the show, because after the band broke up, people went off and started other bands. For instance, the guitar player, Tom McGuinness, went off and formed a band called McGuinness Flint. And in that band were Benny Gallagher and Graham Lyle, so they were Gallagher and Lyle. And we now have Benny in this band. He wrote hits for Chris Farlow, which Rod Stewart did and all that sort of stuff. I had solo hits. We've all written different things. So by the time we've done all our records, we're not talking 17 or 18. We're talking something
25?
Very
Yeah, late
confusing.
20s,
Very
late 20s.
confusing. I suggest you just go for a total revamp. New name. Just new name. Nothing Manfredy.
We want to be the Manfreds.
The
We've
new
been the
Manfreds on the block.
We've been the Manfreds since 1964. Let's be the Manfreds.
Okay.
Well, I saw your eyes light up when we said Gallagher and Lyle, because apart from the Manfred hits, we do play the Gallagher and Lyle hits. We play the McGuinness Flint hits. Paul does some of his solo hits. I do... Oh, it's a massive familiar stuff.
So you're on a global tour?
No, it's just an
Antipodean?
Antipodean.
Like Australia, New Zealand, or some of the islands?
No,
or?
just Australia and New Zealand.
You've been here before. This is my first time.
Yes, I was last here in, well, 30 years ago, 1968, which you don't know anything about, because
no.
I've already detected that you're a 70s person.
No, the time you say, and hasn't it changed? In 30 years. Big changes in Auckland? New Zealand?
The thing is that I don't remember what it was like before. You know, but they used to say, we're about to land in Auckland, will you please set your watches back 25 years? You know that.
Yeah, and they're probably still saying that in the wake of this power crisis, yes.
I heard about the power crisis because I've been doing promotional interviews on the radio over the last 2 or 3 weeks to sort of herald our arrival. And they were telling me all about it, and I gather it's something to do with the temperature of the river. It's been so hot that the water temperature, the cooling water wasn't cool enough.
I will tell you the truth. Look at me. This is the face you can trust,
We're watching your
okay?
lips.
Mercury Energy are incompetent. It is management and incompetence. They say it's bad luck because it's too hot and the cable's all cracked.
Couldn't you get somebody who would tell the truth? I mean, why do you get this
All the
person who
sitting on the
minces her words all the time?
And she's so indirect, isn't she?
Don't give us the treatment you gave Alice just now. I mean, come on.
Now, how long are you in town for?
Well, we're here for about 4 days. But actually, when I say here...
New Zealand, yeah.
Yes, we then go to Hastings
Yes,
and have fun.
We do
Then we go to
2 days.
Australia, and then we come back and do Dunedin.
with the Super
and
12.
stuff like that, yes.
Oh, well, enjoy your time here.
Thank you very much.
Lovely to meet you. Love the songs too. Take very good care. Thank you very much
Bless you,
indeed.
Mary.
Mike Darbo and Paul Jones, the Manfreds.